Whoa, that's when they pulled the Charizard.
Oh my god.
$8,500.
Hold on, let me pull that
All
back.
three. I can't.
Hold on, pull that back, run that back, gang. What?
Flashback.
Oh my god! Yes! Nora! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
$8,500. All three. I can't believe it, dude.
How rare is that?
I've never seen it. You pulled it! Oh my god! Oh my god! What the? It's a real box. I got it from Island. I paid 10K for it. Perfect box. You wanna know why it's perfect? Because a perfect person did all the pulls.
No.
Yeah.
End of flashback.
It will be interesting if he has to give her cards she wants, or will she want cash instead?
If you want to keep your Pokemon cards after a divorce, you either put it in a prenup or a postnup, and as long as it says you get them after the divorce, you'll be able to keep them.
Last part of the order states Malena has to set up a date for her to do the same. I wonder when this happened, did people in Austin stay hush-hush about it? And is this why Nick chose
we
not
want
to...
prenup. We want prenup, yeah. It's something that you need to ask. That's something that you need to have, because when she leave your ass, she gonna leave with half. Not a single kid. Not a single kid, but when she leave his ass, the Charizard is still hers. That's crazy. Oh my god.
Travel with Izkachi to the Philippines. Now that that's out the way, let's get to see what they own and what else they will likely have to split. July 9th, Nick's lawyer accused Malena of not providing documents and answers to their interrogatories. Nick accused her of not sharing bank statements, specifically from some Norway account, not sharing information about any debt she has, not outlining her monthly expenses, not sharing her monthly income compared to her expenses, not sharing documents pertaining to real estate owned, not documenting her separate property. He wanted her expert witness reports, which is odd because, you know, at this point, she has no access to anything to report on. Also, she did not provide travel records or credit card reports. And lastly, any privilege logs. This is all standard boilerplate requests you see in all high asset divorces. In his 106-page filing, Nick would also share the 20 interrogatories that he asked Malena to answer, most of them all money related, like, you know, for her to divulge any bank account she owns. But the big question he really wanted her to answer was how much of the community property she was asked going to ask the state to award her, and for her to justify why she wanted such a division. The non-money related questions are if she believes Nick's caused the breakup, and if so, why? If she committed any act of family violence since January 22, which is odd because it's not like for the whole marriage. If she had been intimate with anyone besides Nick ever in the marriage. Lastly, if she thought Nick was intimate with anyone else, when we know she does. For the most part, she objected almost all requests for productions of documents, citing she didn't have access to them and or them being in Nick's possession, which would make sense for all of the stateside accounts considering she alleges he controlled all the money. Originally, her official answer was to object to all financial requests, but based on later court filing—
Hold on, wait a minute. What is this? Why is her middle name Mid-Toey? Mid-Toey? Malena Mid-Toey. Is that her old? That's her old last name. What the fuck? Mid-Toey. Okay.
They both have shared all financial records with each other, but she did leave the door open to supplement her responses, which is pretty standard. Now let's get to what Malena believes they own. When it comes to companies, she believes they own a stake in OTK, which is understandable because she actually
you
does.
know what? It makes sense too. God makes no mistakes. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that God makes no mistakes, right? He named her perfectly. Mid-Toey. It's the middle toe. She a middle toe. You dig me? She long, but she kind of mid though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
She believes they own a stake in Starforge Systems, which I can see that as well, as Nick constantly advertised for them. Most people have forgot about Mad Mushroom, which is an influencer-led company that is aimed to help smaller game developers launch their games. According to the website, they have launched 5 games with one on the way. I did not know this, but does Nick and Malena have a stake in Mythic Talent Agency, which is some of the biggest streamers on Twitch like Asmongo. I also found it funny that when Mythic Talent announced signing Nick, they also announced signing Izkachi, his girlfriend, or for legal purposes, that's his friend that happens to be a girl. And we cannot forget about NMP Productions. I imagine this is the company that collects all the revenue from YouTube and Twitch. She also leaves the door open, saying that there may be other companies that she does not know about because she was not provided much information during the marriage. When it comes to domestic and international investment, she said she was unable to give a substantive answer because there's property in Norway that they own. As far as her having an interest in a trust, she declined owning one, but brought up the fact that Nick has a trust and she knows absolutely nothing about it. I think his trust is protected provided he did not put any marital property in the trust, because if he did, that can make the trust a party to the divorce.
Trusts and divorce, definitely a source of contention and litigation. First thing you should know is that anything that you acquire by inheritance is presumptively your separate property. So the general idea is your parents have left you a trust, you're not gonna have to divide it in divorce.
What, you're an inheritance guy? No. How much, like $1 million?
No.
Oh, okay. How much?
350,000.
No way!
When it comes to the division of property, she objects to answering it because it will require her to show all her proof, and she intended to offer it up at trial. However, she is firm on wanting a disproportionate division of the community assets based on being Nick's fault and them breaking up, along with her future earning power, future opportunities, and separate property of the two of them. The answer officially makes it an at-fault divorce, with the blame being put on Nick. If a judge can conclude Nick was at fault, she could be awarded more than half.
Texas offers both no fault and fault-based.
Bro, no, wild. And he said, right, kind of come up. You kind of come up when you have a vagina. It is what it is. It is what it is. Agent Rice Cakes in the chat says, I feel like the NMP is the clean version of Jack Doherty. Instead of getting money from OF girls, he rises up small streamers and then he gets a cut from them. What? Dang, did he get a cut? Did he get a cut from Malena and Izkachi? Bro, that's smart, gang. That is smart, bro. If that's the case, for real. The same way, hey yo, this is the same way that supposedly AMP, y'all seen that supposedly AMP says, like, I heard the rumor, I don't know if this is true, but supposedly Duke was saying that everybody at AMP gives 75% of their earnings to Kai Cenat as like a pay and homage thing. But is that what people do? Like, they raise the smaller creators up and then you just sign them so you get it. That's what hey, shit, it makes sense, man. Is that what people do, gang? That's the new meta type stuff?
Divorces. No fault means you two can't get along, something like irreconcilable differences. Fault-based divorces are an option for you that you can discuss with a lawyer and would be granted based on grounds like infidelity, cruelty, perhaps domestic violence. You may use fault in filing your divorce in a Texas-based case because you want to file for a disproportionate share. And what that means is because this other person had some sort of wrongdoing or fault in the breakup of the marriage, I should get more of the estate.
When it comes to tangible property, she claims they have a property in Norway, 6 bank accounts, the 2023 Escalade, the 2021 Nissan GTR. She lists all of the previous business, but notes she does not know the legal names. As far as community debt, they have 2 credit cards, some leases, but states discovery is ongoing. Crazy part about this divorce.
One thing got like little debt. That man probably taking good care of his finances, got a good financial planner, financial manager, and all that good stuff. Yeah, probably Malena and Northern Explorer and Izkachi. He says love makes you do dumb things. I feel like NMP is the clean version of Jack Doherty. Yeah, I heard that part. Yeah, that's smart. So he's probably getting cuts from Malena, Northern Explorer, and Izkachi. So you say he's like VPIMPing? VPMP, but a more sanitized version because he don't got him on like the NSFW sites. Hey yo, Brody says, yeah.
proceeding as Nick's lawyer asks Malena if she ever spent over $500, which she objects, but she does name 3 instances which were gifts. Person 1 was given a gift that cost $1,800. Person 2 was given a gift that cost $3,150, and person 3 was given an iPad as a Christmas gift, which all purchases, get this guys, was approved by Nick. Can you imagine wanting to buy a friend or a family member a gift?
Yeah,
you have to ask your millionaire husband permission to buy something that costs less than $2K or an iPad.
Yeah, it
like,
kind of
what
sucks. It does suck.
Am I allowed,
These are Twitch
am I allowed to buy something from here?
Yeah.
That shows me we're on the right chat. We're on the right. You're in the right chat, and we're on the right track, chat. Look at the homie at TwitchCon Day 2 doing his IRL. Boy, he came a long way. Give it big props to him for doing that vlog and all of that. But hey, bro, we finna be having some hot content at the next TwitchCon too, baby. And I promise, man, we finna go up.
How are you gonna carry it around? What are you asking me? Like, you don't control the money. Holy shit.
Now, Nick did ask if she thought he was at fault, and she did not hold back, transforming this into a fault-based divorce, like I said, which will allow her, if granted, to get more than 50% of the community estate. She reiterates that while they traveled to Spain to care for her mom, who was battling cancer, Nick left to travel to Amsterdam to attend TwitchCon. When he returned, she found photos and pictures and messages between him and another woman in his phone. Considering Malena name drops Nora the Explorer and is catchy later, do you think that the woman in his phone was a different woman? She explained that throughout the marriage, Nick maintained exclusive control over the finances, along with unilateral decision-making on spending and distribution of funds. Any of her spending had to be requested and then approved by Nick. Lastly, she states Nick was very controlling over their online presence and content they posted online. The 3 above purchases and him controlling all the money lays the foundation for financial abuse, which ultimately gives the discretion to the judge to again award her more than 50% of the estate.
Let's talk about financial abuse. If you and your spouse have agreed that your spouse is going to work and you are going to work in the home, meaning take care of the home, take care of the daily needs of the children, you should still have access to your marital funds, meaning your spouse's paycheck. If you don't, that is financial abuse. If you have to ask your spouse for a credit card, their credit card, to get cash or buy groceries or buy clothes for your children, that is financial abuse. If you have to ask your spouse for money to go and get your nails done or to buy yourself a new outfit, that is financial abuse.
Not to mention, she accuses Nick of spending their community funds on gambling, trips, paramours like it's Kachi, and excessive gifts. Literally, Nick is caught in 4K spending money on his Kachi and taking trips with her.
Oh, my man is down atrocious.
11K? $11,000?
I would just say you are a generous person, right?
I want to explain.
That answer cost $11,000.
Hey,
What'd you say?
That answer cost $11,000.
Girl, you know it didn't cost that much. Oh man, dude.
He balling
Tell
crazy.
me it didn't cost that much.
No, wait, wasn't it like 14K?
Why?
I'm sure he's going to try to convince everybody that it was Iskachi's money because we know she comes from money or something like that, but the credit card receipts don't lie. When it comes to cheating, Malena denies ever cheating on Nick. She also considered him asking her that question to be harassment, citing it was an abuse of the Texas rules of civil procedure. As far as her answer, she believes Nick cheated, she says reference her previous answer, then goes on to say she was told by her friends and seen online that Nick has had a romantic romantic relationship with Nora the Explorer, and it's catchy. I wonder she didn't put like their real names in there because she knew like, you know, that this was going to come out. Maybe she's protecting her identity, even though I would never dox him anyway. You see, in Texas, there's no separation date, right? I get it. In the eyes of everyone on Twitch, Nick and Malena are no longer together. But in the eyes of the court, right, and some old judge, Nick is considered married until he's divorced, meaning that Malena can 100% cite the reason for the divorce being Nick cheated, which also gives her more ammunition to make her case that she's entitled to more than 50% of the community estate.
Cheating spouse can be negatively impacted in the divorce. For example, the innocent spouse might get a disproportionate share of the marital estate. That means that they're going to get more than the spouse who's cheating. The innocent spouse may also claim that the cheating spouse wasted marital assets. Were they taking their paramour, that's a girlfriend or a boyfriend, around the world?
Got him. I get it. I'm sounding like a broken record, but this is the law, people. Now, after laying the foundation for Nick being a cheater and the financial abuse, she reiterates her knowing nothing about the finances when asked about her sources of income and current employees. She holds the line saying that they were content creators and they received money, but Nick controlled the finances, stating she has been in the dark for all of the money that they have earned. Next, Malena makes it clear that she stopped her career to support.
And that's what screwed him right there, bros. That's what screwed him, bros. That's where he missed the bet. He should have gave her access to the money from the beginning. Cause then in court, especially here in Texas, it looked like shit. Damn, gang. If they can prove that your ass got, if you didn't give him access, give your spouse access to the goddamn account. Your ass is liable to goddamn get sued for a fucking high amount.
Nick, when he asked her about her employment, she says she was employed as an assistant. They made the decision for her to quit being an assistant and help create content with Nick full time. This concludes her answers to the interrogatories, but after all that, what is she still asking of Nick? Based on everything in here, Nick is cooked, right? By cooked, I mean he's either going to agree to pay her 70% if that's what she's asking for, or he could fight it and a judge will likely award Malena everything she's asking for. Even now, right? If you think about all the orders and motions she filed previously for support, lawyer fees, etc., he agreed to pay for them. So in a way, she already got what she wants. I bet, his lawyer told her give her what she wants. It's coming out the community fund, so he'll get her credit for it in the end. In the end, guys, let me know. Do you think she should get more than 50% of the marital estate?
Check. I kind of shared a lot of what I thought throughout, but I'll share it again. And personally, chat, nah, bro. I think that she got good like that simply because she got the ability to earn a living. She gained a sizable following just by being associated with NMP. In my mind, as a content creator, I feel like that opened up a lot of opportunities for her to be able to begin not only streaming and making income, but she could have made another product, some type of product. If that's what her niche was, if you're just into crafting stuff, or you just want, get a product to sell or make a product to sell for yourself, your own shit, or do an affiliate program thing where you're selling other people's stuff. You could rock that out, right? She's getting 60% now, bro says. That's crazy, man. But hey, that's what him marrying her, I hope he got a chance to make enough money off the YouTube videos from the wedding and the reception and all the collabs and the Pokemon openings. I hope he made enough bread to recoup that or something off of all that stuff. But I'm sure he's doing fine. He still has enough money to have another girlfriend and then sign her and sign 2 other ones and get a cut off of that. So yeah, he's probably doing good. 60% is horrible, man. But you know what? They'll likely be able to adjust that as the years go by. And I will also add, bro, them not having any kids, to me, it's kind of ludicrous for her to get that much money, man. Especially because you could just get your ass on the stream, man, and make your own bread. You can make your own bread. Or if you don't even want to do that, you can get another rich motherfucker to help let you play housewife since you're already lit. It makes zero sense to me, but nonetheless, that's Texas law for you though, man. It is what it is. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section. Much love. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube side, B. Let's go. My bad. I'm muted. My bad.